I grew up very Mormon. I grew up as the only Mormon in my high school. I was excited to go to BYU to be around other Mormons. By February of this year, I realized I was atheist, that I really didn't believe there were any supernatural things. It's a rule here at BYU. You sign an honor code that says you will not leave the church. And I thought maybe I could hide. And it was a very emotionally draining, thinking that I have to hide what I believe and what I think so that I don't lose my housing, my work, and my schooling. And I was nervous about that, and I thought maybe I should transfer. And I went back and forth about it all summer. I continued participating in activism, helping out in different ways as an ally to the LGBT community and as an ally to feminism. And then one day my bishop called me in, and he wanted to talk to me, and somebody had compiled, one of my online fans had compiled all of my online dialogue. But he was a pretty nice guy, my bishop. But then this 2 Sundays ago, I spoke with my stake president. My stake president wanted to talk to me, and he treated me like crap. President McKay, fun guy, he compared me to Cora whore multiple times. He was an attorney, so he compared me to a criminal on the stand. He rose his voice to me multiple times. Anytime I would try to express my feelings and experiences, he'd cut me off. He said he couldn't believe a word I said because I wrote a feminist critique about the temple, keeping out anything that people promise not to share with others. But I wrote that critique, and he found it. He called me a covenant breaker multiple times, so he didn't really like that critique. And he wanted to hold a disciplinary council. He said if I didn't repent of things that I don't really think are wrong, then I would be disfellowshipped. And if you get disfellowshipped, well, you get kicked out of school, you get kicked out of your house, and you get kicked out of your work. And so I was a little nervous about that. Something else he said is about master of my own destiny. I was like, hey, you have total control over my future. And he's like, no, you have total control. I'm like, well, I should have total control, shouldn't I? It shouldn't be in the hands of some guy who doesn't even care about what my experience is or why I do what I do. So I decided I want to have total control, so I'm going to resign from the church. I definitely wish I could stay. People had really bad experiences here at BYU. My only bad experience is I had to hide. But if I didn't have to hide, I liked the program. I liked my job. I enjoyed the people I worked with. There's a lot of cool people here that I really got connected to, a lot of cool professors here. And so I'm going to miss that. I wish I could stay and be honest. But to be honest with myself and with others, I feel a lot better knowing that I'm free. I feel a lot better knowing that I can say who I am, what I believe. So I do feel, even though there's consequences to my decision to leave the church, I do feel like it's worth it. I'm Curtis Penfold. I'm an LGBT ally, I'm a feminist, I'm an activist, and I'm an ex-Mormon. BYU students who are considering leaving the church, drop out first. That's the right thing to do. I'm still nervous about my housing.
A secret underground group at BYU of ex-Mormons.
I was gay, and I was scared, and I didn't want to be gay.
One thing that I can say about living in Provo, going to BYU, and not believing in the Mormon Church anymore, it's like the book, 1984, and every page, I can relate to that, I can relate to that.